Okay. We appear to have stabilized. Okay, that was very strange. Sorry about that, folks, but, again, cycling power apparently fixed that. Okay, back to shooting the boat now. Internet.
Anti-air combat. Commence fire.
Uh-oh. Duh!
Sink. Fire.
Boy, they're throwing out everything they got. This is a very theatrical mission. Well...
I'm using a payphone for the first time, too.
Wow, it's the 90s again. Landlines, yo.
Spotted. Sending underwater coordinates. Enemy submarine surfacing.
Okay, jammer. Okay, good. Oh.
Jamming signals no longer detected.
Okay, good. There's that. That wasn't quick. Oh, Lord. Ah! Yeah! Little Toasty! Jesus Christ! Just a little bit of microwave radiation there.
Return to operation area.
The only problem is the fucking drones are covering it. So it looks like I got one good strike per run here. We're probably trying to find a fucking way through this. The only problem is I can't dive into that fucking sea whiz again.
Strider 3 launching missile.
Top down, top down. That's a good idea.
The next time it shows itself, wait for Trigger's attack and then follow up.
Okay, so we're going for another ballast tank. So we have two ballast tanks. Well, two ballast tanks left, I think. Lightly microwaved aircraft, yes. 19 missiles yet. Any more, I'm gonna have to go in there with fucking guns.
We picked up the alicorn underwater. Enemy submarine surfacing.
Now, get it.
Fucking. Whoa! Jesus! Somebody get me a flexitone, because I just did a new type reflex. That would have killed me. Yeesh!
Enemy's got a lock.
Ah! Missile! 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 Come on, target, 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 target. There's one. Ah.
We'll have to wait for the next attack.
Jesus!
Damn it. We should be almost there.
I'm an intermittent new type. Sometimes I'm actually in tune, but no, we got about 6 minutes and I'm running out of fucking equipment. I am running out of things to throw at this damn boat. Boat!
Locked on. Alicorn surfacing. Barrier drone launch is confirmed. Enemies in lock. Strider 1, missile away.
Got it!
That's a hit. Target is hit.
That was Trigger.
Ballast tanks have been damaged. We can't maintain point.
Ah, that's an AMRAAM.
Missile closing in on me. Fox 2. Fox 2.
Okay, target, 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 target. Ah, ooh, no, 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 no. No, I've seen this fucking movie before.
Enemy straight ahead. I've been spiked.
Where's the damn target? Cycle, 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 cycle. Come on.
Main guns commence fire.
Railguns have locked onto you. Increase your flight speed and evade.
Yeah, let's just keep going about 3,000 and keep rolling. I'ma just,
Fire! Fire!
yeah!
Enemy submarine diving.
Okay, good. Now we're gonna have another chance to take a swipe at it.
Strider 1.
Okay. So it's the ballast tank on the port side.
Box 2.
Left
Box
side.
2.
Left side.
Minutes remaining.
Missile. Missile.
Will you butt the fuck out?
Missile.
Where's the boat? There's the boat.
The Alicorn has surfaced. Commence assault.
I'm on the right side. Good, good, good. Left side.
Watch your tail.
Missile.
Come on.
Commence fire!
Got it! Jeesh!
The enemy submarine's outer hull is severely damaged. It won't be able to dive like that.
Good! Fantastic! 81% though. Ow. Can we blap it? Can somebody blap? Can I get an arc bird laser?
We surrender. What?
What?
What's going on? I know this voice. This is the submarine aircraft cruiser Alicorn. We surrender. Stop shooting.
All aircraft, cease fire.
What?
It's a con man talking. I should know. Let's just sink it.
Negative. We cannot attack those that have surrendered. That's a breach of international law.
Wow.
I repeat, we surrender. What do we do?
Weapon use is prohibited.
I hold international law so dearly. We'll no longer be soldiers the moment we don't. Then I'll happily quit my career.
Do not attack.
But my war crimes though.
Surrender. We are currently making preparations to be disarmed.
Well, this is an unexpected turn of events.
Analyst of the Ocean Intelligence Agency. Captain, we've already jammed your terminal guidance system over ORED. Your shot will miss the mark.
Let me tell you a story. Back when I was a gunnery officer, I had to aim at an enemy ship 30 kilometers away in the middle of a storm. The seas were rough that day, and still I landed one of the 2 shots.
Here's a question. Was your plan elegant?
No.
The answer is yes. At least until 3 strikes ruined it.
What do you know of beauty?
Guys.
No intention to surrender. Stop them, Trigger.
Guys.
Hit the barrel, Trigger. Hurry.
Wait, Trigger.
Stop attacking immediately.
Charge up. Target is the Ocean capital of Orid. Take the line 5,000 kilometers away with my very own hands. It's fired.
Well,
It's okay. The shell will miss.
where's it going though?
What happened? That's a blatant violation of orders, you dumbass. Open that shell. Aye, sir. All aircraft, destroy the Alicorn. Wilco. All right. Wilco. Wilco. Understood.
Aim for the base of the rail cannon.
Got it.
FCS error. Can't raise the elevation of the barrel. 3 strikes in the sky is a sign of an ill omen. Captain.
Yeesh.
Go ahead. Flood the out trim tanks. Sir, the bonus the gas first, and that'll give the gun the elevation it needs. 10 million lives will be saved at the cost of a mere
Frontally.
Liar. You just want to kill people. We won't let you.
charge at 45%. Pitch angle at +2 degrees.
I can't fly directly into the fucking mouth of the demon while it's shooting at me.
They quit being soldiers the moment they fake their surrender.
Ah, damn it.
Ammunition, add to that lots of people and a precise aim.
Dang it. I was doing good up until I had to fly directly at it, but mid-mission checkpoints. I survived the vast majority of the mission, now I just have to kill it.
What happened? That's a blatant violation of orders, you dumbass.
Oh well.
Open that shell. Aye, sir. All aircraft, destroy the Alicorn. Wilco. All right. Wilco.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but this is my bonus as an immortal video game character. I get infinite retries.
Can't raise the elevation of the barrel.
Woo! Okay! Dying's still scary, though.
Captain. All slow
Joust the boat!
And that'll give the gun the elevation it needs. Don't you see, Spike? We saved at the cost of a mere million lives.
Liar. You just want to kill people. We won't let you.
Charge at 25%. Pitch angle at +2 degrees. Trigger, you put an end to this.
I'm trying, sir!
They quit being soldiers the moment they fake their surrender.
Okay, that's gonna fire again. Boat is turning.
You're nothing more than a mass murderer.
No hits, no hits! Ow!
Strider one's down.
Ow! Yeah, I think relying on the pulse lasers is a little bit of a fucking thing here.
What happened? That's a blatant violation of orders, you dumbass. Open the shell. Aye, sir. All aircraft, destroy the Alicorn. We'll go.
All right.
We'll
Missile.
go. We'll go.
Missile.
Understood.
Missile.
Aim for the base of the rail cannon.
FPS error. Can't rate the elevation of the barrel. Tracer in the sky is a sign of an ill omen.
I got a hit, but
Also ahead, flop gas trim tanks. Gas first, and that'll give the gun the elevation it needs. Don't you see, Spike? 10 million lives will be saved at the cost of a mere million lives.
Liar. You just want to kill people. We won't let you.
Your attacks are hitting the base of the rail cannon.
okay, good. We got hits on it.
Made a statement right there, didn't you, Trigger? Charge at 45%. Pitch angle at +2 degrees.
This is a fucking clusterfuck. Jesus!
Don't hesitate. They quit being soldiers the moment they fake their surrender. Powerful ammunition acted at once, people in a precise aim. Sprinkled down the solvent, and the formula is complete.
You're nothing more than a mass murderer.
Then engage me. What makes you and I any different? You want to kill the 300 men on this road to 50 million. How is that any different?
Trigger, give him the answer. Have him take it to the bottom of the ocean.
Don't you see? Don't you see? Landing a close
Oh.
on a different...
Ah!
That is what makes it elegant. That is all beauty.
Finish him off, Trigger.
I'm trying, sir!
Everyone grab something. At 60%.
Fucking diamond it! Nope. Oh no.
That was mine. At full charge.
Yeah, nope. Nope. Not.
The Alicorn has fired the round.
Satellite tracking ship Silvereye. Nuclear shells heading for ORED. Target ID 2241. Unable to intercept. One in 2 shots, he said. We can only pray. Even if the shell doesn't impact ORED directly, the city will still be covered in radioactive material.
Bad end.
We can only pray for the victims. Beautiful.
Yeah, no, you need way more yeah, the pulse lasers. Bad call. Bad, worst call. But there you go, bad end.
That's a blatant violation of orders, you dumbass. Open the shell. Aye, sir. All aircraft, destroy the Alicorn. We'll go.
All right.
We'll go. We'll go.
Understood.
Aim for the base of the rail cannon.
FPS error. Can't rate the elevation of the barrel. Captain. Also ahead. Flood gas trim tanks. Gas first. And that'll give the gun the elevation it needs.
Ow. No, that doesn't work. Okay, it's gotta be the... Alright, it's head on or basically the frontal arc. So yeah.
Liar. You just want to kill people. We won't let you.
Yeah, I gotta fire the missiles close in and it'll get eaten by the Sea Whiz.
You just made a statement right there, didn't you, Trigger? Charge at 45%. Pitch angle at +2 degrees.
I'm trying to use, whoa, everything I've got. The only problem is that ain't working. So yeah, I need more attacks to actually hit the target. Woo! Woo! Okay. third time's the charm.
Explosion. The rail cannon's been destroyed.
Yeah, baby.
Stall warning. Stall warning.
Don't you see? 1 million lives.
Well, there goes one entertaining villain.
Lord's hull is severely damaged. No, it's completely split in two.
She really pulled it off.
That's our final answer.
Well, that's not the answer everyone should be cheering about. You know, in a sick, twisted way, Torres is actually kind of right. There isn't much that separates me and him. Motives and skill. I win. And it just so happens that I don't intend to kill millions of people. That's the only difference there is. We still probably want to go dig up that wreck to get those neutron shells off the boat. So, radiation! Refreshing.
I see loads of floating objects in the waves. I don't think there are any survivors, Wiseman.
Copy that. The enemy submarine has been destroyed. Operation is complete.
That was unbelievable. Just all of it.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, he's an outright fun villain. There's no
There are
equivalence.
some who send those
It's
around them to their doom. Like Captain Mateus Torres was the devil incarnate. There are others.
it's not arguing civilians and combatants.
Those who stand at the forefront to cast the light. Those who follow them can't help but feel that they're in the right hands, that they'll make it. This is an era where there isn't a singular answer, like a quiz question. The world awaits a hero to keep the torch aloft, banishing the darkness.
Raspberries?
Quite the poet. That's a story I'm gonna have to tell my kid.
All aircraft and David, the operation is complete. Return to base and get some rest. Oh man, finally time for some munchies. Could you hand me the burger over there? Oh, and the knife and fork too, please.
Excuse me?
Once I get back to base, I'm heading to the mess hall.
Burger with a knife and fork. Longcaster. Long. Okay. You see, this is the thing here. The basis in which Torres is arguing that Trigger and him are the same is not about killing civilians or combatants. It's killing in general to accomplish goals.
Such a hothead who should...
Yes, you could say, oh, there's a moral difference between killing soldiers and killing civilians. Yes, but it's killing at the end of the day. That's not the distinction he's making. It's the fact that, yes, I'm using killing as a weapon to accomplish my goals, and he's also using killing as a weapon to accomplish his goals. That's the connection he's making, and on that level that, yes, he's right. And the only reason I won is because I'm better at killing than him.
Detecting hostiles.
So yes, it's a little bit murky once you start to get there, but that's what he's trying to say. But he's a fun villain, and Kono-senpai was right with him being the most fucking deranged villain they've ever wrote. Good God! It's fun, though. Yes, exactly, Hame, that as well. The strike group and Torres' crew between Torres and Trigger.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Good work.
Booze.
Your next mission's in 32 hours.
Something I'll tell my son about. Give me a break.
Yeah, you got a day and change. See you later, kids! But so there's that C rank. Yeah, that was goodness gracious. But cutscene. We're not done yet.
I'm good, Alex. Won't need that wake-up call every 2 hours anymore.
David,
Only the summary is fine. Give me the report ASAP. I'll hand it to the president. That's why I haven't slept in the last 80 hours.
Alex has a voice?
78 hours and 52 minutes.
Oh, it's not him. Okay, it's his boss.
Okay. Well, now to the conclusion. Assuming that 3 strikes is a singularity, why not terminate him?
There is a fact that has been observed in all of the missions 3 Strikes has taken part in.
He's the best!
All dependent elements that either mimic or follow the subject have increased chances of survival.
He's the best! The best! The best!
Virtuous.
Go Trigger's way, he'll make it. He
The-
leads the way.
The best! The best!
Significance is high.
Thank you for smacking us over the head with that, Kono.
That's uncharacteristically illogical of you.
Ha ha ha.
Laughing robot.
Is that really how you laugh?
Yeah. That reminds me, I need some coffee too. Jesus Christ. It's been a long day already. Credits on! Fast forward. Because it's just the DLC and not actually the entire game. But wow. Well, that'd be it for us for here, I suppose, but okay. So now we take in the entire missions, like the entire package here, and we have a moment to debate. Was that good DLC? Yes. Yes, it was good DLC. The only problem is, now you gotta sit down and consider, okay, DLC planned from the get-go. I understand that one, because you couldn't fit everything into the entire game, and that's not necessarily something I'm gonna argue. It's like, why isn't it in the base game? Because it kind of doesn't really fit, and they probably planned it from the get-go as a secondary project to add on to the story. Is the story self-contained within these 3 missions good? Yes, it is good. Would it have helped the base game by being part of the base game? Yes, but it's a bit, well, tangential as fuck. It really wouldn't have helped the story in terms of cohesion, but it would have been a moment where, hey, look, these 3 missions are fun as fuck, and everyone remembers these 3 missions inside the campaign. That's kind of, my stance on Ace Combat 7 is that it's an acceptable game. It's a good update of the gameplay. The challenge is quite stiff, though, and it's not as relaxing or leisurely in some cases as the older games, which I kind of miss, because I can relax and play Ace Combat 4 and Ace Combat 0, and I have many times, drunk off my ass as well. I can make it through those games just fine. Because they're they're challenging, but they're not missile, near continuously. I would not be able to handle Ace Combat 7, like, not, without actually being here and playing the game, as, not as hard as I can, but concentrating considerably on it. And I don't really like that. I mean, you might say, oh, well, you don't like it because it challenges you. Oh, well, what are you, a scrub? But here's the thing. I'm not relaxed when I'm being challenged. I can't just unwind while playing this game. I can unwind while playing Ace Combat 4 and 0 and 5 to extent those games. I can play those games and kind of just be in the moment and enjoy myself. Have a moment to look around, take in what I'm doing, enjoy the entire experience. This game, not really. And some people might like that, some people may not. I'm one of the people, one of the persons that may not. So I think, I just want to turn the difficulty down a little bit so we can enjoy the show a little bit more. I mean, it's a great show, it's just that we fucking have to dodge missiles every 5 fucking seconds, which, it adds to a sense of urgency and adrenaline about it. The only problem is, I want to look at planes and, enjoy the entire spectacle of Ace Combat. The story, the melodrama in the air, the bright colors, the explosions, the music, everything about the moment. Modding community is blessed. Well, I suppose the modding community would, on the PC, would, take a hammer to this, and they probably, they already have. They fixed the burst missile and the fucking tactical, tactical laser, strategic laser. That's Nitro Raven. That's a nuclear weapon, but a laser beam. We don't have that yet. And we maybe never will. Maybe in Ace Combat 8. But is Ace Combat 7 good? Yes, it is, because really, all the Ace Combat 7, well, all the Ace Combat 7, yes, all of the Ace Combat 7s, all one of them, are good. All of the Ace Combat games are good in some way. Even Assault Horizon has redeeming qualities in some aspects, even though the entire package is not exactly fantastic to play. I still kind of... I still feel a little bit disappointed that the difference in, perspectives, with the helicopters, maybe the AC-130 missions or anything like the bomber pilot as well. The bomber piloting section as well. We'll never get that again. Or at least we won't. I kind of miss those. Because those were interesting experiments. The only problem is Assault Horizon as a whole is not a great game. So... yes, and also... rap music. But so, Ace Combat Assault Horizon is kind of the worst of them, and you have to try to be as bad as Assault Horizon. Is 7 as bad as Assault Horizon? No. Is it less fun than Ace Combat 4, 5, and 0? Yes. Yes, it is. At least in my in my viewing of the things. Yes. If given the choice, would I play this game versus if you told me tomorrow that, HD remakes, faithful, completely 100% accurate, but, tuned up HD remakes of 4, 0, and 5 were coming. What would I play? I'd play those, not Ace Combat 7. Ace Combat 7 would probably just sit on the shelf, which is unfortunate, I suppose. But Ace Combat 7 isn't really that spectacular of a game, concerning the entire series. It's also not the best entry-level game for new people coming into the series, which is unfortunate, but that's kind of how I feel. It's not a game it's a game you can enjoy. There are moments about Ace Combat 7 that are, nice and memorable, like accidentally shooting the president that's how I'm gonna remember this game. So, Ace Combat 7 as a whole was an okay game, or good because it's an Ace Combat game. It's just sort of a mediocre to worse than average Ace Combat game. But it's an Ace Combat game, so it's already above average to good. So there's your scale there. Are the DLCs worth it? In terms of enjoyment factor, yes. In terms of money changing hands, it's always kind of a thing now to have to spend more money to get more enjoyment out of a game. And I do so sometimes liberally and, without thinking. But it's something to consider that, yeah, you have to buy the base game and then buy this in order to enjoy this. So, the DLC missions being better than the campaign missions, it's not a good thing. I mean, in theory, yes, it shows that they're improving and continue to refine what they're doing. However, it means that you have to spend extra to get the best experience out of the game, which isn't good. So this is complicated. So I suppose I would have loved to see this game play like 6. I disagree with that, because Ace Combat 6 is kind of in the same level as Ace Combat 7, but it doesn't have the difficulty factor. It just gets really boring and monotonous with the same mission types over and over and over and over and over again. It is the same mission over and over and over and over again. Yes, the scale is something to behold, and the entire all the things going on in a single mission is interesting. It's just that they get kind of boring after a while since you're doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. I'm much more accommodated to the old way of doing it, which is each mission is a set piece. You may have some missions that are kind of samey, but they're mixed in with missions that make you do things like, oh, well, I've got to attack ground targets this mission, or I've got to secure air superiority in this mission. I've got to attack Excalibur during this mission. It mixes things up and keeps things interesting. So Ace Combat 4 style. Yes, pretty much. Yeah, Ace Combat 4 is basically the standard by all games are measured. I think 0 is pretty much on the same level as Ace Combat 4 in my mind. 3, we're gonna have to talk about 3. 3 needs a remake. 3 needs a remake like nobody's fucking business, because it's the same general idea. The only problem is, because of PS1 memory constraints, all the missions are really short and it's interrupted every 5 seconds. That's what I hate about playing Ace Combat 3. But, as a whole, if you didn't have so many interruptions, it would be fantastic. Maybe not as good as 4, but it led into 4, so it's got some of the similar elements. So Ace Combat 3, but Ace Combat 4 would be fantastic. And I think, in large part, all of the previous games updated to Ace Combat 7 spec with the difficulty toned down a bit to make it a bit more leisurely in some cases. I'm not saying, oh, challenge is bad. It's just that I can't fucking relax when I'm being pressed this hard. And that might seem like an alien concept to people, but yeah, sometimes I do play video games to relax and feel cool. And that's why I enjoy the Ace Combat series, because it is relax and feel cool for the most part, even if it's kind of boring. If I want a challenge, I turn the difficulty up. So, Ace Combat 7 is an okay game. Good because it's an Ace Combat game, but in terms of the grand scheme of Ace Combat games, an okay game. The DLC is fantastic. I think it's fantastic. The story self-contained in it is just... Torres is such a fun villain. It makes me wish, why didn't we have this in the base game? And why didn't the story revolve around him? Why wasn't he the Excalibur of the game? Like, the middle, like, the middle of the game sort of, like, thing that happened. Because, you know, Ace Combat 0 doesn't revolve around Excalibur. Ace Combat 0 revolves around, you know, it just has that in the middle of it, and then you move on to what happens with Pixie and, you know, soldiers with, you know, with no world with no boundaries and whatnot. This would have been... I feel like they had to choose between the Stonehenge fight and this, and I feel like, couldn't we have just had them both? The DLC might be based around cut VR mission assets repurposed into these missions. That's another thing. Now that we bring that up, where's my fucking VR content, goddammit? It's good! I want more of it! I'd pay for more of it! The only problem is they're not making any, and they don't seem to really be interested in it. Which is... I mean, yeah, sure, the PS4 VR, PSVR is a niche market, but, you know... The PC version has access, you know, they have access to, you know, several VR sets, so you could dual develop it, and, you know, have PC users and PS4 users get some use out of it, but... DevCrunch killed the full VR plan. Oh, great, so that's what it is. I haven't heard very much about the VR anything, but, so that's it. AC7 almost became a canceled game, keep that in mind. I know it was rebooted once during development, but canceled, I hadn't heard this, so this is new information that must have come out between the last time I checked, between what was going on behind the scenes. Ace Combat 7 was rebooted in development, and it shows in some cases, because the story is kind of a mess. And I think that's the biggest, like, indicator of what's going on. The story's kind of a mess. It has good elements, but it's kind of a mess. Okay, so, right, so Kono has said more. In literal hell. Well, Aces does good under pressure. So this was kind of, but, you know, Ace Combat 0 was, well, a fucking Hail Mary pass for hell development, but, you know, you can't do that every time to the developers. You can't rely on BioWare magic, because you will produce a shit game under crunch. It will happen. So, hopefully... Just check out Project Ace. Okay, they sound way different. They explain how it almost didn't even become a release game. Okay. Right, so I haven't read that, I haven't heard that, so that makes a lot of sense. So in that respect, yes, okay, it's an okay package for what we've got. It's acceptable for what it is. It's just that it's not the best game that it could have been in terms of the grand scheme of Ace Combat games. So I'm hoping that this made enough money so that they walk into Ace Combat 8 and they have a solid plan and direction for what they're doing. And they bring what they wanted to do with Ace Combat 7 here to that game, and it's a good game. I hope it's a good game. I want it to be a good game. They're always good games, aside from Assault Horizon, but remember, Assault Horizon does have redeeming qualities in some regards. So, we look forward now. We don't know if have they announced any other DLC packs? Because I don't think they have. I think that this was basically, the season pass was the meme planes and these missions, and that's it. I don't know if they're actually making more DLC. No, this is the end of DLC at the moment. Well, no announcements for DLCs or games, so this is it. That is unfortunate, however understandable. Because Ace Combat DLC like this is kind of a new thing. Yeah, sure, Ace Combat 6 had idle packs. We don't even have idle packs. Where's our idle master planes, goddammit? So... I can see, like, if the development was hell and the developers just got these done, I could see that this might be the break where everything goes silent, which is unfortunate, but they're probably looking towards Ace Combat 8, but that's a contingent on Bamco approving a next one. Bamco isn't shilling item SS hard anymore, so no idle planes. But idle planes, though. They actually had interesting gameplay mechanics attached to them as well. They were based on the personalities of the idols that were on. They were fun in Ace Combat 6. I actually enjoyed the idle planes, especially the zero gravity A10. But, you know, okay, this is I can accept from Aces because Aces, honestly, in all regards, it's a freak fucking accident when Aces fucks up. They've proven to consistently produce good content, so I suppose I can't really hound them or won't really hound them anymore about this. Ace Combat 7 was, if this is the end of everything, Ace Combat 7 was an acceptable game, but not the game that I would show people, you know, if I wanted to introduce them into Ace Combat. I'd drag out the PS2 for that. But, AC... Yes, we are free to disavow Assault Horizon as an AC game. You are free to do that. However, I think that it should be looked at, and certain elements, like the helicopter sections, they were fun. The camera was fucking awful, but there's potential there. So, I don't think you should just throw Assault Horizon, if you're looking purely for, you know, unique game design elements, I don't think Assault Horizon should be thrown off a cliff. But, if you had to give it a number rating, what would you give this? Okay, so let's give it a number rating. So let's give Assault Horizon a 0 because that's the worst game in the series. So by scale of Ace Combat games. So let's give Assault Horizon the bottom of the scoreboard because it is arguably the bottom of the scoreboard. So that's a 0. And then Ace Combat 4 and 0 are 10 because they're the highest one. I put 5 at 9, because I don't necessarily enjoy playing 5 all that much because it's too long. Yes, there's a lot of content in the game, but I can sit and play Ace Combat 4 and 0 and play it for about 6 hours, beat it, feel good about myself, and walk the fuck away. So, where do we put Ace Combat 7 in that regard? Okay, so, honestly, it's about a 6 or a 7. And funny enough, I'd probably put Ace Combat 6 at a 5 because it's a good game. It's just really mediocre with the bland mission types. So, yeah, about a 6 or a 7 in terms of Ace Combat. In terms of general game, yeah, about a 7 or 8. If it was an amazing Ace Combat game that just fell short of the Holy Trinity, I'd easily give it an 8 or a 9. If it was somehow as good as Ace Combat 4, 5, and 0, yeah, you'd get a 10. But what about Ace Combat 1 and 2? Ace Combat 1 is an arcade game that's just kind of a novelty to play. 2 is a little bit better, I think, and it's a little bit, I think I'd put 2 up with Ace Combat 6 and 7. Just because there's enough to do in it, it's interesting to play. Ace Combat 1, I don't really feel... I can't really place Ace Combat 1 because I don't feel like it's even really... It shouldn't be regarded in the same field. Not as a bad thing, but it's an arcade machine game. So it's kind of hard to really judge it. So, Ace Combat 2, I think, ranks, amongst the middle ground of games, but Ace Combat 1 it's a novelty. 3 is, 3's a tough one because that's a personal bias. I would put it's not as good as the Holy Trinity in terms of raw gameplay, but it is this fucking nightmarish cyberpunk monster of a thing. I commend the scale for it because it was fantastic for the scale. Is everything about the game fantastic? Not really. And it's a PS1 game, so it's kind of dated. And you have to play the Japanese version in order to actually get into the story because the international release is butchered. So I don't feel comfortable placing it because I feel like my bias, influences that. But it again ranks in the middle between 6, 7, any of the portable games. I actually really haven't played them, so I can't really tell, I suppose. 6, 7, 2, 3 is in there, but I want to give 3 more points because I like what it's trying to do so much, but it's a PS1 game. It's kind of jank. Infinity, I'd never played Infinity, so I can't really judge it, and probably it's never coming back ever, even though they would do well to do that. Hopefully Ace Combat 8 is pseudo-infinity packed into the multiplayer, which would be great. They'd have to remake everything, but they'd have to remake literally everything, but that would keep the multiplayer community alive and flourishing. The Ace Combat 7 multiplayer crowd is here, I think, but if this is the end of DLC, yeah, it's gonna die. It's gonna be dead pretty soon, because there's just not a whole lot to do. But, so, I think that's enough rambling by me, and it's 8 o'clock, but we've still got things to do here. MP is unusually dead on PC. That is very unfortunate. But, Hawk time? It is Hawk time. Or trudge through World 7 and then 8. But now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be moving on to Girls Frontline. So that'll be the rest of the evening from, the stream from now on. That was Ace Combat 7's DLCs, and I like them. If I had to, basically, if you gave me a choice of DLCs that added on to a game, I'd probably rank this as one of my most enjoyable DLC experiences, I think. Really? What comes to mind in terms of additional fun, as much fun as I had with these, I'd actually liken, funnily enough, two Rockstar games. Red Dead Redemption's Zombie Apocalypse DLC was really fun and stupid, but really fun. And also, the Ballad of Gay Tony for GTA 4, which is basically an expansion pack, but I also had lots of fun with that too. So I would rank Ace Combat 7's DLC as just as fun as those. The only problem is it's not nearly as long as those. But I gotta go see it. Well, anyone else leaving? Good night. Thank you for joining me, but we'll be moving on. I'm gonna get up and get a cup of coffee, and then we're gonna get back in with Ace. Well, not Ace Combat. We're leaving Ace Combat, unfortunately. This may be the last time we play Ace Combat 7. Unless if certain things come to fruition, but we'll see about that after Big Week. But we're gonna be moving on to Girls Frontline now and trying to unlock the Hawk facilities. We're searching for a tow missile, even though you get one for free. But anyway, so ladies and gentlemen, that's Ace Combat 7, and the DLCs. Thank you for joining me. I have been your wonderful host, Phontomen, and I'll see you next time. And next time is going to be in, 10 minutes, so please remain seated. I'll be back in a bit. I'm gonna get a cup of coffee, go to the bathroom, and then we're gonna get right back into it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am back, and we're going to start the process of swapping everything over, so please bear with me as I do so. Okay, I'm going to restart the stream and we're going to hop over under the new title and everything, so please, ladies and gentlemen, remain seated.